Hello students, I hope that all of you are fine and healthy. So students, our previous video was about the prose or the story Wonderful Waste. I divided this story into two parts for your better understanding. So now I will discuss the word meanings and textual grammar from the part 1 video. In part 1 video, I discussed with you that how the Maharaja of Travancore ordered his cook to reuse the waste vegetable materials. And regarding this matter, first of all, the cook was in a fix. That means the cook was really in a terrible situation. He couldn't understand what to do, but finally the cook got an idea. So the first word, Travancore, name of a place. I will also show you how to use the words in sentences. So Travancore is in the state of Kerala. This way you can use the words in sentences and you will also learn make sentences. B number, ordered, instructed or commanded. A policeman commanded sternly to my father to wear helmet while riding. So this way you can use the word ordered or commanded sternly or strictly in a sentence. Number C, grand, splendid or impressive. New Yorkers built their city on a grand scale. So you can see that how I am using these words in different sentences to make sentences. Number D, palace, the official home of a king, queen or president. This is a picture of Mysore Palace. I saw the grandest Mysore Palace. So I hope that all of you are understanding very well how to use the words in sentences. Vegetable scraps, small pieces or leftover portions of the vegetables. Vegetable scraps could be a good manner for plants. We can prepare many dishes out of the vegetable waste. So now I am going to discuss with you some question answer. And before that, this one, F number, survey. Survey means observe. Survey to note down the details. The teacher surveyed the assignments done by the students. Sternly, adamantly. Commanded sternly or ordered strictly. A punishment commanded sternly to my father to wear helmet while riding. Number H, flashed across the mind. Suddenly think of. While I was doing my drawing assignment, an idea flashed across the mind. So, before discussing the question answers, it is mandatory or it is very necessary to discuss the textual grammar. And today's topic for textual grammar is parts of speech. You know, everyone knows about the parts of speech. Again, I am reading noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Noun. Everyone knows about noun. What is a noun? Nouns are naming words. Pronoun. Pronouns means the words that we use in place of nouns. Verb, action words, adverbs. Adverbs are those words that modifies verb. Now, the types of nouns. Proper noun for particular names, common noun for any name, collective noun for a collection or group of people, abstract noun for the thing or for feeling that we cannot touch but we can feel it. And material noun, the things made of, like the bed made of wood. Here wood is the, here wood becomes your material noun. Two more nouns are there, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns that you can count and uncountable nouns that you cannot count. Pronouns, personal types of pronouns. Pronouns are words that are used in place of nouns. So, there are different types of pronouns. Personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, relative pronoun. Now verb. Main verb and auxiliary verbs. And what is a verb? A verb is a word used primarily to indicate a type of action such as to fly or to study, though it may also be used to indicate a general state of existence such as to live, to be, and so on. Adverb. Adverbs are those words that modifies the verb and it also answers where, how much, how often and when. After adverb, adjective. Adjective, everyone knows that adjectives are describing words. Different types of adjectives are there. Adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, interrogative adjectives and demonstrative adjectives. So this way you can classify the adjectives. Yes, adjectives are describing words. In detail, we will learn in the further classes or in the next classes. Now, after adjectives, it's the time to learn about the prepositions. A preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or element in the rest of the sentence. Here are the list of prepositions like about, above, according to, across, aside, away, down, due to. Now conjunctions. All of you read about conjunctions in class 4. Again, I am repeating, conjunctions are used depending on how suitable they are for joining different words or sentences. In short, I can say that conjunctions are joining words like and, but. This interjections. What are interjections are? Interjections are small words that express your emotions or feelings. Yes, interjections are those words that express your emotions and feelings. Now determiners. Possessive determiners like my, our, your, his, her. Ordinals first, second, third, next. Distributor each, every. Quantifiers much, some. Articles a and the. Numerals 1, 2, 3 like that. And now you have to do one thing, that you have to find out the nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions, interjection, articles and determinants from the story Wonderful West Part 1. Part 1, it means that how much we have learnt in Part 1. Up to that you have to find it out. Now I am going to discuss the following questions. What were the preparations in the palace for? There were the preparations for grand dinner in the palace. So, for what there was preparations? There were preparations for the grand dinner. Why did the Maharaja go into the kitchen in the afternoon? Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. So, Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey or to look down or to look for the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. What was the order of the Maharaja to the cook? Maharaja's order was to find a way to reuse the vegetable scraps. Yes, it was the order of the Maharaja for not wasting the vegetable scraps. In place of wasting the vegetable scraps, the cook must use them. What had the cook planned to do with the vegetable scraps? The cook planned to prepare a new dish with the help of the vegetable scraps, and the cook also did so. So now I am going to tell you something, students. Textual grammar means the thing that the grammar that we will do from the text. I have already discussed the things. In the next video, I will discuss all those things in detail. And I will also provide you the summary of this story. Till then, please read the story, the part 1, and please see the part 1 video again. If you are having any confusion, any query, you can ask me. But please find out the nouns, pronouns and all those parts of speeches from this story.